good morning. I don't know how to say good morning in Russian, but good morning. No, that's spasibas, thank you.
Yes, it is. That's the only word I know.
But we're good at that one.
No.
And da. We are in a cab right now, a Yandex. We're heading out to PETERHOF Palace. We're going to do the gardens and the fountains. We're currently getting gas with our taxi right now. Yeah. It's like a family affair. It's really nice. And well, like we're just like hanging out with them. So we're getting gas right now, and then we're heading to the palace, and we're going to bring you guys along. Join us.
So exciting.
We've arrived.
We're here.
Our driver was really nice. It was cheap. So Yandex cost us $900 or so, which is
about $18
Canadian, roughly, which is cheap because I think
and
people are
easy.
saying
You didn't have to mess around with the bus, and it was under an hour.
Yeah, because you can take the bus. I think it's like probably a couple dollars each, which is cheap. But this was half the time, and really easy. And for us, convenience is a little more important. But now we're going in. We're going to try and figure out where we go. Oh, I'm walking to the cars. First, we're looking to go to the upper garden, and then the lower garden we have a ticket for. Because the upper garden is actually free. You can go in there and wander at your leisure. You just need a ticket to go into the palace, or to go to the lower gardens and the fountains. So you get your tickets over here, and there's little ticket machines. We already bought ours online, and then you go in there to go into the lower park. But if you go in the lower park, you can't leave to go into the upper park. So that's the catch. You kind of have to go into the upper park first, and then go back if you want to take the ferry out. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck. If you leave, you can't get back in to get to the hydrofoils.
You're going to have to live here.
Which isn't so bad. I mean, I'd be okay with living here.
No,
residences don't look so bad. We could just get some Russian cats. Look,
royal cats.
Sweet little house. It's not so bad.
Yandex is like the main app for everything, and they've got one called Translate. And so in theory, if I take a picture of the sign, it will translate it. Let's see. Okay, it's scanning. PETERHOF fountain, system throughout time of its existence. Well,
so basically you take a picture of Russian signs and it literally translates everything. Hold on. It worked for Starbucks though. It did. It works actually a lot of places.
Creamy frappuccino.
It works really well. It depends on the kind of the sign and what it says, but it's like bang on. At least gives you a close enough idea of what the sign says. So that's about as good as it gets. It just kind of deciphers the alphabet, really. Maps,
taxi, Yandex is a Russian app.
Yes.
It's good for all of Eastern Europe as well.
And use the Yandex taxi because it saves you a lot. You don't have to worry about negotiating taxi rates. It's so much cheaper. It's so much easier. It's like Uber, but sort of the local one. These are the fountains at the front. And that's the palace you can go into. The palace here actually doesn't get very busy, so it's easier to get a tour here if you're comparing to Catherine Palace. It's Katie looking through our pictures that I've taken so far, selfies. It's a statue of Katie, Russian Katie pondering. You have now entered the lower gardens.
And luckily we're the only tourists here.
The only ones.
Hello.
Tell me, thoughts?
It's nice. Give me a second to think. Hold on, wait.
We're just kind of like, we're out in the middle of the forest, well, the gardens right now, and it's much nicer because it's so busy at the fountains.
Yeah, this is nice, it's peaceful. Everything's very grand. I think that's the whole point of palaces, but yeah, we've seen a few. It's good.
We're gonna check out some more of these big fountains. Beautiful gardens. Now go frolic. Like a romance novel. She was running through the gardens and then Prince Charming came and swooped her off her feet. I am here.
Oh, I've been waiting my whole life for you.
by the docks, you arrive to these boats there, and you can walk up and buy your tickets here if you'd like. We came from the up top, as I showed earlier. And then when you are leaving again, there's also a ticket office on the other side here. You can buy tickets for the boat. You leave every half hour. So now we are heading back, and it's about a half-hour ride back. The taxi cost $9.50, which was cheap. You can pay a lot more. That was just by with the Yandex.
$9.50.
And this is $9.50 each, though.
Oh.
So it's quite a bit more expensive, but everyone knows it's more expensive to take this route. But it's just kind of more enjoyable because you go in the water, you can see everything by the water. Probably not.
Oh. I will find someone to hold hands with.
And yeah, it's quick too. It's only a half hour, whereas coming out by car, it's like a good hour.
Transit, like an hour 50 is what.
Yeah, transit's quite long and very cheap. If you want a very cheap option, you can take the transit here. So those are kind of your options for getting here.
Yeah, there's 3 boats, so I'm not really sure what designates the different boats because there seems to be people getting on all of them. She told us to get on number 3.
They go they get different areas, but it's really clear. They literally have a sign that says where you're going. Yeah, you just walk up there, St. Petersburg. Yeah, drop you off at the Hermitage. Done. Simple, 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 simple. You really can't screw it up. Nice to pre-buy tickets. Didn't need to pre-buy our tickets, even though it's summer. It wasn't that busy to get in here. Maybe you need to pre-buy tickets if we wanted to go and do a tour. But we didn't do a tour. We just did it on our own because we toured Catherine Palace instead yesterday. Here's our lovely boat. I think you can actually buy tickets like a first class part in this versus second class, and they give you like a drink, but not really worth it. Just had the meanest sales pitch for the last like 10 minutes on this boat. I tried filming part of it. 15 minutes of just like trying to sell like magnets, maps, books, umbrellas, everything. Yeah. Like, oh, this is a pleasant ride. 15-minute sales pitch.
It's expensive. I didn't realize it was so expensive. And now we're in the Gulf of Finland. Per person.
Yeah. We're in the Gulf of Finland. It's out there.
Oh, that looks really nice.
Land ho! Land ho! So one of the dishes they eat here a lot of is the Russian pancakes. And so we've got a Russian sweet pancake. We have one that's full of meat, which is usually beef, cheese and mushrooms. And then we've got a chicken, cheese and mushroom. And we have a farmer's one, which is like eggs and hash browns and bacon, I think, or something. It's a big mix. Probably too much food, but we want to try a little bit of variation here. So there's first 2. This one's like chicken. It's almost sweet, it's like mushrooms and cheese. And this one's like having stroganoff in a pancake. Huh. So good though, I'm enjoying them. Hopefully Gay's enjoying them. This is like fast food, but it's not fast food. So the third one was like had pickles and ham and everything in it. It was really good. And then this last one is sweet. It's caramel, I think, and apples. This is dessert.
I don't know.
You can see it's like stuffed full of caramel and apple. Is it weird? Alrighty, we're back now in the hotel room. The rest of this evening we kind of just hung out, relaxed. We had had lunch. Yeah, we went to the mall, did a workout, and I've just been doing some work. So, but we wanted to touch base real quick on the PETERHOF Palace and give our 2 opinions on it. We'll start with Katie's.
On like it or but compared?
Compared to it.
I think the grounds are really nice. It's a really relaxing day if it's nice out, but I think Catherine Palace was if you can only pick one, go Catherine Palace. It's just absolutely breathtaking and amazing. Whereas PETERHOF was just really pretty. Yeah,
I absolutely mirror that sentiment. The gardens were really cool.
I mirror that sentiment.
The gardens were really cool. The fountains were amazing, but I don't really, to be honest, like.
Oh, did you hate it?
No. I don't really think it was that worth it though. Like, if you're picking one or the other, 100% Catherine Palace,
yes.
No question. Peterhof was cool. It's cool for a day. I wouldn't.
Maybe price wise.
It was like roughly $20 just under that to go in and do the fountains in the lower garden. You can do the palace on the inside, but we skipped that because from what we heard, Catherine Palace is better and it's larger, so we did that one. I mean, if you needed to, you could do the palace there, and that'd be a nice day instead. If you can't get to Catherine Palace, it'd be definitely a good alternative. But I think comparing the two, Catherine Palace is better. That's our opinion, and
that's all.
That's all. Tomorrow we go to the Hermitage Museum.
Yeah,
So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, and hasta la vista. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here, or subscribe to our other channel over here.